Alright, let's see. What's different with this? Are you better or worse for killer or survivor? So they still have that, which I knew they would. So you've got this loop now, haven't you? You can run around here. Okay, so it's this way. So the one thing I was thinking is this. Ah, they've got a door here as well. Wait. Oh, shit. Have they created an infinite? Or at least a god loop, sorry. There's no such thing as infinites anymore. Because you can see the killer through this. So, if you're running through here and you go here, and you're the survivor, you can pretty much see if the killer's coming, especially filtered people, right? And if the killer's coming that way, you run back here. You can see all the way through this. Killer's coming around there, you go back through. Have they created like a bit of a god loop here, guys? I feel like they might have created a bit of a god loop. They might have made this stronger. So you got one here which you need to break this on. Before it was worse. Was it? Okay. Normal stuff. Safe. Safe. They've got a pallet here as well, haven't they? Oh, no, they don't. Does it randomly spawn a pallet here? We need to check that. So we've got cow loops, which are completely safe. So cow loop into a jungle gym. Straight back to back. That's not good. Safe as well when you pre-drop that. I mean, the majority of pallets I've seen here are safe. What about this one? No, this is not safe. This is a pallet you can actually get the survivor at. There you go. There's one. Can't get a survivor here. Can't get a survivor there. Can't get a survivor here. It's another jungle gym. Can't get a survivor here. It's god pallet. Can't get a survivor here. It's a jungle gym. So this RNG I got here was really bad. This one you potentially can. So there's only 2 loops where you can actually get survivors on this map. This map RNG spawn, what we got. Oh! Here you go, there's another. So there's 3 loops where you can get survivors at with a mouse 1 killer. Everything else is safe. On this RNG we got. They got really, really good RNG.
For gifting 5 community subs.
It looks quite like a dead zone-y around here, though, compared to usual. So at least that's something. New Age, thank you for the 5 gifted, man. Thank you. Everyone who got gifted, say thank you. It's very, very kind. Yeah, this was quite bad RNG, I would say. Like, if we spawned onto this would be a very difficult match versus good players. There's only 3 loops which are actually unsafe. The rest are completely safe. Pre-drops create a god loop. This one. No, it looks unsafe, I think. I think this is actually a loop you can get a survivor at. With a mouse 1. Oh, but if you break this... I see. If you break this and they put that pallet down... Yeah, maybe there is something there. I wonder if the devs have programmed them to wait to the exit gate. No, I don't like it. Or does it? Anyway, we looked at this map. This map RNG was quite bad. There was only 3 pallets where you could physically get a survivor at. As a mouse 1. That's why I'm talking. That's why I say when you play killer, ooh, you need to understand what chases you can take and what chases you can't. But yeah, that's the new version of that map. Free pallets where you can get them. Everywhere else you can't. Other than obviously dead zones. Dead zones you're going to get a survivor. It looked like there might be less pallets though. It does look like there might be less pallets. So create a few dead zones quickly and try and focus on the weaker pallets. Let's have a look at the RNG again. Let's have a little look at the RNG again, just as a little test. Yeah, same map. Let's just have a look at the RNG. So that one spawned, like, what did it spawn? 3 or 4 jungle gyms? I think it was 3 jungle gyms, right? It was a jungle gym attached to a cow loop. And then there were 2 more jungle gyms. So I think there were 3 jungle gyms and a cow loop. Use Zanchin tactics. I don't need to, man. I can just look around the map. There might have been something. Well, yeah, I guess Zanchin would have shown us a bit quicker. It's fine.
Woohoo.
That sounded like a not bothered woohoo. But in the thing, it's like, woohoo! Pong Thief, the 2 months. Woohoo. Alright, let's see again. That RNG was really bad. That would have been a very difficult match versus a strong team. So we've got jungle gyms still spawning, but this jungle gym this time has spawned near this, so it's a bit weaker. It's still very strong as a jungle gym. Safe. So far them 2 loops are safe. Another jungle gym, safe. Does this spawn every time? It does. So this is unsafe. So that's one loop what's unsafe. Anything changed in here or no? Still the same. Oh! There weren't a pallet in here last time, were there? But I don't think this pallet's safe. This pallet looks fair. Yeah, this pallet's fair. If they make the wrong read, you're going to get a hit. But if they get the stun, they can get away. These are like the best designed pallets, I think. These. I wish the whole game were full of pallets-ish like this. They have to get a stun on you to get away. If they don't, you get a hit. Yeah, these are like literally the best designed pallets. I would love for more loops to be like this. Ah, they got rid of that. Interesting. So the RNG changes. They've got rid of this. How strange. Is that because they've added that pallet? So the pallet being here. So they've got rid of a bullshit loop on this one. And to kind of circumvent it, they've added a pallet here, which is actually fair. Strange. Strange thinking. So bullshit, which wastes time. Fair, which requires skill. And it's completely just RNG, which one you get. I think the pallets on Dead Dog Saloon around the platform area has one of the best... Do you not think this is good? Nightlight. This pallet, I would say, is probably like the best designed, these kind of ones. Because it allows Mouse 1 killers to do something, but it also allows good loopers to get the stun. Like, you could legit have pallets like this and get rid of Bloodlust, and the game would already be going in a better direction. That's my take, anyway. It'll never happen, but it's my take. Cow loops, badly designed. Just waste your time. There's another... So, there's another cow loop into a jungle gym. That's 2 times. 2 iterations of this map. There's been a cow loop into a jungle gym. Luckily, the window isn't facing it, so you don't get the complete bullshit. But it's still quite strong, a cow loop into a jungle gym. And then straight into a killer shack as well. But it is a bit further away, so you might be able to catch them off guard there. And that's everything again. So jungle gym, jungle gym. So 2 jungle gym, 3 jungle gym. No, wait, that's not. But these are safe as fuck anyway, versus Mouse 1. That's 3 jungle gyms, right? 3 jungle gyms again. Yeah. 3 jungle gyms, and then whatever you want to call this thing. An I-1 or whatever. It makes it a long loop if you loop the thick wall inside of the short side. Would you say... I think it's fair because you can loop the wall inside of the barrel and bath thinger. Yeah, this is a good designed loop, innit? This one. This is a good designed loop. This requires skill on both ends. It requires skill on the killer's end. The only issue is then you've got the anti-loop killers who make these way weaker. Like you could put a dredge thing there and then go around. There's still a bit of a mind game, but they get even more strength. But I'm just trying to think about the mouse ones. All right, let's look at this map one more time. If it's read out the pallet and loop the solid wall, it's still safe. I don't like the idea of pre-dropping making stuff safe. But again, we're thinking about this game like actually pushing it towards skill. It's just not really gonna happen. It's more about experience. I've said this before, DBD is all about experience. It's knowing what tiles to go for and what tiles create strength. Like, it's not about the skill of the game. Unless you're talking about, you know, maybe sliding with Blight or, you know, things like that. But like a mouse one killer at a loop, like, or survivor at certain loops, or majority of the loops, there's not really any skill involved. You can tell them in mind gamed, but you can't tell because you're not in the game. Yeah, but also you got the filters where they can see the red glow really clearly, so there's not even like a chance of them making a little hesitation, which will obviously impact. New Age wants to request a build for the subs earlier. Yeah, sure thing. When we go on to live, we'll jump on them builds. All right, let's have a look at this again. New Age, at me and say the build. I'll try and grab it. Or just give it to a mod. All right, I want to see if it keeps giving free jungle gyms for some reason. 1, 2, cow loop. It's got a TL this time. I like TL loops. I think TLs are fair, personally. And this free jungle gyms what spawn on this map every time, guys. That doesn't seem like RNG. It seems very consistent. And now they got the bullshit window, which seems way stronger than this. What do you think about this now, like? They add this window in one iteration where you can go all the way around here, and you can see through this, by the way. So you can see if the killer's following you from what direction, right? Again, with filters, massively exaggerates it, makes it way easier to see everything, right? So that's one iteration, and then the other iteration is this is blocked, and then you get this small pallet here. It's way stronger than before. That's what I think, yeah. I think this is stronger. That's what I was saying. Because you can see... Like, as you go in here, you can see where the killer's at. Like, you can see it. As you're going around. So there's no mind game. So there's 3 jungle gyms what have spawned again. Back to back to back to back. So this map seems to have about 2 to 3 fair pallets and the rest unfair. With a god loop. Let's see what the other one looks like. Devs are working survivors. It's not that, they just don't know what they're doing. But they're really stubborn and they think they know better than everyone. That's the issue. They won't take inside help. Or outside help, sorry. Like, they won't ask people who are really good at the game, you know, what they should do. They won't get any advice. Like, they think they know better. Free jungle gyms on that map, though. It seems consistent, so that's gonna be annoying. Because they're safe as fuck. And then a cow loop as well. So you've got 4 loops, which are pretty much impossible to get hit on. Grossly exaggerating the god loop. I mean, I don't think I am. I think it's going to be a bloodlust kind of loop. For sure. Like, if you didn't have bloodlust in this game, you would see how strong that loop is. Waterlog shoe for Hag. Oh, you want me to try it on this New Age? We can try that. We can try that. I forgot about that she has that. She moves faster than 115%, doesn't she? It's very strange. Let's see about this then. So we've got that loop where you pre-drop the pallet. We've got another jungle gym where you pre-drop the pallet. Actually, you don't even need to pre-drop the pallet at jungle gym. You can actually use the window. It's quite safe. We've got this one, which they can see over. It's pretty much safe if you pre-drop that. They have to break it. You're not really going to mind game that. Maybe at this side? Nah, I don't think so. It's a bit closer, but... yeah. They've added this pallet, which will give you distance. Let's see. If you run there, and then the killer needs to go around, and then you run over here. No, it's not too bad. You do get pallets at the side, though. Definitely looks like there's less pallets, I think, though. There's another one of these, which is pretty much safe. You can bloodlust them, though. Jungle gym. Safe. Oh, right. Yeah, jungle gym. Mind game has pig. Yeah, but there's a pig in itself with... sorry, there's a mind game with pig in itself where they can just run away. Okay, and that's this map. So it looks like they've got rid of... okay, they got rid of that. I bet that spawns on one of them. This is safe as fuck. Let's see how they actually loop these guys. I'm kind of curious. As a mouse one killer going against them. Okay, not very smart waiting there. So a smart survivor would have gone to this side to see what you were doing. They wouldn't have waited there for a proper... see, that's how the devs think this game is. They think there's like these 50-50s here where they stay at these pallets, but smart survivors aren't going to do that. They're going to go here. They're not going to slide when you're that close to them. Okay, yeah. Free jungle gyms again. Well, yeah, I mean, I've looked at this. Looks like there's free jungle gyms again. There's probably going to be a random fucking cow loop as well in some iterations. This one seems to have the harvester, which is far inferior to a cow loop. Let's see if a cow loop spawns. It's very strange how the devs think a harvester is the same power as a cow loop. Because they must, because they replace a cow loop with a harvester, don't they? Government's cloned you. When we're going into gaming. Well, this is checking out the PTB, because I didn't get to check it out yesterday. But we'll do that water shoe hag, which is a proper game, soon. I just want to see these new maps. The Luby said, which is problematic, used to have barrels there, and now there's only a haystack, which makes it slightly shorter. Okay. The bots click as well, by the way. Oh, they still do that. Alright, please have the cow loop. Just to give you the an example. We've got another jungle gym right off the bat. Another jungle gym. There's a lot of jungle gyms. There, cow loop, look, see? No harvester, but now they have the cow loop. This is stronger, devs. This is far stronger than a harvester. These are really safe. These fucking things. Like, look at this. Like, so remember that loop that I showed you, right? Where I was at a place where I could actually attack them at the pallet from either side. Look how far away I am from the pallet. This is how safe this fucking loop is. The only way you can get someone at this loop, and not even Bloodless Free will get someone at this loop, by the way. The only way you can get someone at this loop is you go here when you're really close to them. They put down the pallet. You go all the way around. You go keep going. You try and cut to the tightest, and then you hit them on the slide. It's the only way. If you miss them at this slide, it turns into an infinite. You need to break it. And if they're too far ahead and pre-drop, it's an infinite. You need to break it. That's how strong that loop is, and it's still not got any change. But the devs won't listen to people who know what they're talking about. Because they know everything, right? All right, let's try this this hag build. But yeah, the farm maps are still gonna be problematic.